Hey there, friends and enemies, Jopa here again, and at TennoCon, we got a short Warframe 1999 trailer that I wanted to check out with you guys. Warframe is such a fascinating game to me. We have a lot of competition in this space for the first time in a long time. We have Once Human, we have the First Descendant, we also have Destiny with their latest the Final Shape expansion and all that. So it really feels like Warframe's at an interesting time. We also know that Digital Extremes are making another game called Soulframe. So I'm very curious to see how Warframe is going to continue chugging along over the long haul. And yeah, from the latest updates that we've seen, from all the information, it looks like it's going to be continuing to improve with every new update, expansion, etc. So definitely curious to see what they have in store for us. We do know one thing I want to talk about before jumping in the trailer. Sorry about this. There will be romance options of a sorts in Warframe, starting with this 1999 update, which is absolutely insane to me and something I don't think anybody was expecting, but I do think will add some interesting elements to the game. The new faction that you're going to be dealing with is supposedly more involved, more personal than ever before. I think that's a good thing. We'll have to wait and see once it all shakes up. But let's check out the trailer first and then see what the hype is all about. The motorcycle's crazy, by the way. Their trailers are so good. These guys look sick.
A slug dares to show its face at night.
Mommy, what?
Meet the co-star of your grand finale.
Is that a tank? It is. Oh, nah. Also, the voice actor from Final Fantasy 16 being in this is sick.
What devils follow you?
He's so good. Coming winter 2024. Oh, gross. That was a sick little teaser at the end too. So this looks absolutely insane. Knowing that it's coming this year is also great. I'm very excited about this. This little teaser, yeah, a lot of people are going to be mad hyped about this. But Ben Starr as the voice actor, I think he's tremendous. I'm really happy to see him in Warframe, another game that I enjoy, and having him cross over from one of my favorite games from last year, Final Fantasy 16, is fantastic. Now, Warframe 1999 is fascinating to me because the way they do updates and expansions at times is so unique and something we don't see with other live service games. They completely alter the way you approach the game at times. They've introduced things like space combat, like where you essentially jump into another character for the expansion, like weird stuff like that that I think adds the variety necessary to keep a game going for like 10 years, however long Warframe has been around. And I find that to be very innovative and interesting. Not all of it is going to land. Not all of it is going to work out in the long run. I do think there are some risks that they take that don't necessarily pan out as they would hope. But it is at least nice for me personally to see them continuing to try new different things that can bring people back, give them new ways to play, new ways to farm, new enemies to face, all that kind of good stuff you would expect. And yeah, ultimately, I'm really excited about this. I am hot and cold at times with Warframe simply because I started so late and it can be difficult to jump in as a new player to Warframe at times. I know they have mechanics to get around it, but it still feels like most of the advice from the community is, well, once you get to this level, then you'll be good, or once you unlock this frame, you'll be fine, everything will be easy. And it's like, well, until you have all that, it doesn't really matter. Until you get to that point, it's not as fun as it possibly could be. And I think that's the only thing holding Warframe back ultimately. That being said, they still do a good job of that. It is not a game that will ever be for everyone, so I understand they have to have their focus on their core audience, which they absolutely do, and I think that's incredibly smart because they'll always have those people who will play year over year and keep coming back. So I think that's awesome. Overall, really looking forward to this. Can't wait to get hands on. I will definitely check it out as it does drop, and hopefully this is just the continuation of what they've been doing for all these years, and we get more expansion down the road. I've looked at Soulframe as like what they want to be a way to generate revenue for the studio, so that way Warframe can not be their sole moneymaker in case of downtimes, in case they need to take a break for a little bit in order to have like a bigger, better expansion at some point, instead of just kind of churning content year over year. But that being said, they do such a good job of it. I wouldn't be surprised if Warframe and Soulframe end up continuing along the same path. So lots of good information. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more Warframe content from me. If you want to see essentially a fresh run in the game, I might be considering doing that in the near future. I played a bunch of, like I said, the First Ascendant and Once Human lately, and I am getting the itch to jump back into Warframe, but I feel like I'm at a place where I'd want to maybe not start over. Obviously, that's resetting your account is not necessarily how that works, but you know what I'm saying. Start off from an earlier path and try to reset what my builds and what I'm trying to do. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. My name is JoPa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.